The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
You have to admire a man when he doesn't let his failures define him. You have to admire a man who knows the value of his work. You have to admire a man who looks adversity in the face and says, "No thank you." Unless that man is Paul Feig, then the word man is a stretch and his failure of Ghostbusters 2016 is too massive to overlook. Paul Feig is back at it again, talking out of his ass about his failed reimagining of Ghostbusters. This time he's planting the seeds, or hoping to, for a Ghostbusters 2016 Ghostbusters Afterlife crossover. The most ambitious crossover in the history of cinema that literally no one is asking for. Paul recently spoke on this topic, and well, let's just see what he had to say. This comes from Slash Film. Paul Feig hopes his Ghostbusters can coexist with Ghostbusters Afterlife. Paul Feig was on a Television Critics Association for Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. Feig is an executive producer on the series. After the Zoe panel, Feig spoke with journalists further, and Slash Film asked about his upcoming films. Find out what he thinks about his Ghostbusters joining Jason Reitman's new Ghostbusters, his Dark Army film, and his development on the Play-Doh movie. There's already a precedent for combining Ghostbusters. The success of Feig's 2016 Ghostbusters movie has been unfortunately overshadowed by the toxic trolls, complaining about the female Ghostbusters team of Kristen Wiig, Melissa McCarthy, Kate McKinnon, and Leslie Jones. Reitman and Feig have supported each other's films, and Feig is hopeful his Ghostbusters can come back. "I hope," Feig said. "What's so great in the comic book world, they've done a lot of crossover ones, where there's like an interdimensional rip, and our teams join up with the original Ghostbusters. So the fact that's already been laid and made comic book canon, anything could happen. So who knows? I would love to see that team come back. We had so much fun making that movie, for whatever controversy it caused. The fact that so many kids love that we won the Nickelodeon Best Movie of the Year award, that makes me very happy. That's unlikely in this summer's film, which is already wrapped filming. But wouldn't that be the ultimate revenge? You have to admire a man who... fuck this. No, Paul, nobody wants this. I think there's more of a demand for the Black Plague than more of your Ghostbusters bullshit. It was a bad idea that people in the industry won't publicly admit was a bad idea. Possibly the worst since Hamlet 2. What this article can't keep itself from doing is throwing the phrase toxic trolls into the mix and try to garner a little sympathy for Paul Feig's cinematic massacre. Cinematic massacre. Cinemassacre. I like that.
That's pretty good. But it's taken.
Oh. People in the real world don't go to bat for this film because the people who made this film spent months degrading the fan base for their dissenting opinions. I don't think Hollywood understands this concept of don't shit where you eat, but the fans do, and they don't forget. I find it funny how Paul tries to play this whole situation off as if Ghostbusters 2016 was great, but it tanked hard because of the man babies. The movie failed on so many levels that even Super Mario would run out of lives trying to navigate this bullshit kingdom. The film was not funny, it was stupid, and most importantly of all, unnecessary. Just like the crossover that Paul's calling for. No one asked for the remake of Ghostbusters. No one. Currently, Ghostbusters 2016 is relegated to the bargain bin at Walmart, but that doesn't matter because Ghostbusters 2016 won the Nickelodeon Best Movie of the Year award. That's a greater achievement than Rian Johnson winning a Saturn Award for The Last Jedi. If the Nickelodeon Movie of the Year award is the measuring stick for Ghostbusters 2016 success, let's take a look at the other winners just for posterity. So, the Nickelodeon Movie of the Year award started in 1988? Hey, just like me. And its first winner was Beverly Hills Cop 2. Wow. That movie's rated R, has a strip club scene, and features a lot of fucks. The world's a much different place. Is it better? You decide. The winners list is fairly respectable until around 2009 when High School Musical 3 beat out Iron Man and The Dark Knight. You know what, let me answer that question from earlier. The world is a much different place. And it's not better. The voting process for this lofty award is done by the viewers themselves. I remember calling the number and placing my ballot for Liar Liar in 1998. I was 9, so forgive me for not voting for Titanic, Jim. What I'm trying to get at is the fact that this award is voted on by Nickelodeon's audience. Not exactly representative of society. Simply put, the award means dick, Paul. Hopefully you didn't accept the award in the way that Clint Howard accepted the MTV Lifetime Achievement Award. An award meant as a joke and given to characters like Chewbacca and Jason Voorhees, but taken seriously when awarded to Clint Howard. Now if I can be serious for just one moment, Clint Howard has added a lot more to the pop culture landscape than Paul Feig has or ever will. The project that Paul Feig is so desperate to have adapted in the hopes of having his crap film legitimized is called Ghostbusters 101. Here's a brief description. Worlds collide as your favorite Ghostbusters from all 3 movies meet for the first time. It's the biggest crossover since they crossed the streams. So for the hell of it, I checked out the book and it's okay. I mean, it's nothing to write home about, and nothing to adapt. Besides featuring the late Harold Ramis as Egon Spengler, the story faces another challenge if they ever attempt to adapt the story. Sony. Ghostbusters 2016 was bad for the longevity of the brand. It told old school fans to take a hike and drench itself in the stink of identity politics. There's a reason why Ghostbusters Afterlife is ignoring Ghostbusters 2016, and it has everything to do with money. Speaking of money, there's none in the Play-Doh movie. Yes, it's great to say your next film based on a toy line is the next Lego movie, But I'll see your Lego movie and raise you the Playmobil movie. Remember that one? No? Well, it just came out, and it's one of the biggest failures ever. So yeah, Ghostbusters 2016, the film that just won't die. It didn't work in 2016, and it won't work today. We did review it over on our Patreon page, cheap plug, and we were barely able to make it through the film. We were drunk, and some of us passed out pretty hard. I'm kind of glad Paul Feig keeps trying. It's a fantastic trait. You have to admire a man who just doesn't know when to shut the hell up. Except when it's time to shut up. And Paul?
Would you please shut the hell up?
So that's it for today, folks. What do you think about this? Ghostbusters 2016 is truly the film that just won't go away. We didn't want it in the first place, and now it's overstayed its welcome by, well, merely existing. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you want the crossover? I'm pretty sure most of you don't, but I still want to know your thoughts down below. So tell me. And if you're one of the brave souls who did watch Ghostbusters 2016, well, tell me what you think. Did you hate it? We watched it for Patreon. It wasn't funny. It was dumb. It was unnecessary. I don't even need to mention the fact that there are women Ghostbusters. The movie itself is not good. I feel like a lot of these movies that do this, the gender swap or all these other crazy things to garner internet support on social media, they're just not quality films, and when you criticize the films, they think they've insulated themselves by having these traits. But no, it didn't work with Ghostbusters. That's why we've abandoned the Ghostbusters 2016 timeline to go back to the original. Also on your way out, tell me what you think about Ghostbusters Afterlife. Are you excited? I saw the trailer was pretty good. We did a review here on the channel, and I'd like to know what you guys think, so tell me that in the comments below as well. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and share it all over social media. If you're a fan of this channel, join our Facebook page. It's a lot of fun. It's a community. I can guarantee you'll have a good time, and that's what's most important in life right now. If you really love what we do and you want more of us, go over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/worldclassbs. For $1 a month, you get access to World Class Bullshitters After Hours, which is a bonus podcast each and every week. And if you go up in the tiers, you get more and more exclusive content. So you can go listen to our Ghostbusters commentary. You can watch some of the stuff we do, the places we go. It's fun. And it helps produce independent content. And, well, we all win that way. So, folks, thank you for watching. And as always, go out into the world and be excellent to each other.